Hello folks, back on YouTube again after a pretty good hiatus because of technical difficulties, but not these technical difficulties. Some different actual technical difficulties. So anyway, today I wanted to go over, as you saw in the beginning here, creating some epic licks, okay? And this has been one of the most epic sounding kind of licks that I've been able to find and been able to come up with and hear a lot in a lot of people's playing. And we're going to go by certain intervals here. See what I mean? Technical difficulties. So anyway, we're going to go by certain intervals to get this lick, okay? So I started, and this is going to be in the key of D, you can do it anywhere. So I started, I'm going to be starting in the key of D. You can do this in A, anywhere else, like I said. But what we're going to look for is the intervals that make up an a minor 9 or a minor add 9 chord, okay? And so one example of this is an E minor or E minor 9 or E minor add, however you want to look at it. Okay, so it's one of my favorite chords of all time. And we're going to use the root, the second, the minor third, and the fifth. But we're not going to do it in that order. We're going to start with a fifth. So if you can locate, let's just say we're going to locate a middle D here. That middle D there, and middle by, I mean middle by here and here, and then here's another D. See that? We'll use that one. That's on the 7th fret of the G string. And to get this lick, all you need to do is hit that 5 below it. Okay, and then so that's 5, 1, second, minor third, which is right next to that. And often it sounds really good to bend up to that leg. Okay, so we're going to be using that to create these licks. Now you can do it in octaves like I just did. Or you can just come up with all kinds of other stuff. So I'm just going to sit here for a little bit and create epic licks based around this kind of like interval formula, all right? So once again, it's the root note, wherever the root note is. The note right below that, same fret on the previous string, is a fifth, unless you're on the B string, because the B string and the G string are tuned a little differently. The fifth is one step below, 1 fret below, and 1 fret back. So if this was A, it would sound like this. Okay, so it's a fret back. Now, one thing I really hear a lot with this kind of thing is, so it's hitting that fifth each time. Okay, so that's one of my favorite ways of playing that, and that right there would be a good lick. Okay, if I was in the key of A, just need to find my A. Okay, so let's play around with that just a little bit and see what we can come up with for this kind of lick, all right? So let's try some in G. Now, incidentally, you can try this with a major third. I don't think it sounds as good, but we can try that with a major third. The key of D again. It works, but I really like the, I don't know, the tension with the flat third better. And especially with E, that sounds good. can find that as a arpeggio. That's the word I'm looking for. That's a big jump from the 5 to the 1. You might find another place to do that. Might want to jump up here, right there to that one. Rather than going a big jump like that. All right, let's look around and see what we can find here. I meant to go to that angle. Sorry about that. I've had all this set up. Some D. Let's try some of that. And that is the 1, the 2, minor third, and the 5th to give you some epic licks. Now, this is a good template to start with. As you can see there, just by messing around with that, I was able to think of different things to play on the fly. And that's really fun because then you can think of other things that you can maybe turn to songs. There's one that I've got in my mind right now that stems from that lick that I've kind of been twirling in my head for a while, trying to figure out what to do with it. So now another one of these, this is kind of like this, is from Marco Svoli. There it is. And that intervals there would be, there's the root, which is G, 5, root, 5, 3, and then bending up from the 4 to that 5. So root 5, let's see, 5 root, 5 3, back to root, back to 5, and that bend. It's major 7 to the bend, back to the 6. Okay. So, but yeah, it's really fun to come up with different ideas on this and kind of let that guide you into different areas. So I highly suggest you putting this into practice. Like I said, you can do it in octaves and kind of find your way around the fretboard a little bit. Okay, so you can use that there. You can add the 7th if you want to, and it would give it a flatted 7th, and it would give us this. I like it without it myself. It's a lot less to worry about, plus it just has a better sound. Okay, so that's the lesson for today. Check it out. Try to create some of your own epic licks using this kind of minor 9, minor add 9 interval stuff, okay? We'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more great stuff here on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. God bless.